Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to give you an update on the Valiant. I've been working on getting this intake manifold on here. Just want to show you some of the things that I had to do. And it's been giving me a little bit of a fit. So whenever I put the throttle body back on and the carb hat, it hit the hood. So it was like pushing through the hood. And so I had to start thinking about different things. And one thing I had that gave me a little room, so the engine wasn't level left to right, so I had that spacer about 1/2 inch. I had that spacer under the engine mount over here on the passenger side, so I went ahead and removed that, and that gave me a little bit more space. But also what it did is it lowered my exhaust pipe into my shock bolt right there. So ended up having to take the exhaust off, and I put a little dent in it right there. And as you can see, when I did that, it tore my stuff a little bit. And then also down at the bottom where the flange is for the exhaust manifold to the pipe, that was hitting the frame. So I had to notch that out. And that made that to where I think it's going to be okay. I'm hoping that when the engine rocks back and forth, it doesn't hit any of that stuff. If so, I'm gonna have to remake the turbo kit, I guess. But so after that, went ahead and put the carb hat back on, and you see these marks right here. So the carb hat, actually the carb hat was clearing. I was clearing right here, but the silicone was hitting right here, so I ended up cutting that out. You see a mark right there. I was thinking about cutting more out, but I don't think I need to. So that got cut out, and you know, at one point I was considering putting the air gap back on it because it was just running so good with that intake manifold that me and David were like, let's just forget all this grinding and beating on stuff and just put the air gap back on it. Like I said, it was running so good with it. But then I had a friend come over, and he saw the M1. He's a big Mopar guy. He races a Duster, but he's like you got to keep the M1 on there. So I don't know, I just decided to go ahead and leave it on there. So I think it's going to be okay. I'm concerned that when the engine torques that it's going to hit the hood, maybe bend it. I'm not sure. I hope not. The other thing, thermostat housing worked for that. As you can see, it flattened my hose out a little bit, but that's the same hose that was on the other one. Just kind of moved it just a little bit. Went ahead and put a different style throttle spring on there. I had one that was going back to the throttle cable. Oh, and also this thing's so high, it's like got my throttle cable stretched out, so I got to order another throttle cable. But I think it's going to be okay. And what I'm going to do, I went ahead and drained the oil. I have the oil filter right here. This is the first oil change since the engine rebuild. The oil filter looks good. The oil looks good in the oil filter. I drained the oil, and just wanted to bring you guys along for this. Okay, so this is the first oil change. Still has the break-in oil in it. Just give it a pour, see if anything's in there. Hopefully, looks good. You know, just looking at it here, so hopefully it's clean and no metal. Alright, the funnel looks good. Don't see any metal. You see some bubbles and stuff in here, but looks really good to me. Oh, look, you see me in there. Hey. Alright. Yep. Everything looks good. I'm going to go ahead and pour in the new oil. Oil filter is already on the car. Pour in the new oil and see if we can get this thing fired up. New oil's in. Went ahead and hooked the battery up, cycled it. No fuel leaks, because when you turn the key on, it automatically gives it fuel pressure with the FiTech. And that was for the turbo sense, like the blow off valve. So I plugged that, and I think everything else is connected. Also forgot to mention where the charge tube goes here, the blow off valve was hitting the hood, so I kind of reclocked the turbo here. But let's go ahead and see if it'll fire up. Good deal. Instantly fired up. That's always a good sign. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw the hat on and the charge pipe, let y'all see that real quick. But sounds good. Smells good. It's good to have the car running again. It's been a month. But anyway, let's throw that stuff on. All right, back together. Show you what we're looking at here. Then I don't think I can get enough light under there. Oh, throw a light under it. See what we can see. See what we can see. Light. Okay. Oh. I can't tell. I don't think it's hitting. What I did earlier is I got a piece of blue tape and I put it right here. Let me go ahead and do that again. Okay, so I got a little tape there. I think that sharp metal should give me an indication if I have anything hitting here. So kind of massage it just in case. Just simulating it moving a little bit. I think it's okay. So I think we have a winner, other than possibly when the engine torques. And what I'm considering is putting a solid motor mount on it, if that's the case. So we'll see. But for now, she's back running. I guess we can go ahead and fire it up one more time with the turbo stuff on there. Oh, drop the light. All right, guys, let me know what you think. It's all back together. I'm not gonna go for a ride today. It is New Year's Eve. About to go in there and edit this video for you guys, so you all have a little bit of an update of what's going on. And go ahead and pour me a little drink. Go ahead and relax for the evening. But the car's back together, and hopefully she is going to be good for the sick week. So we got the hotels started up, trying to get hotels for the sick ward. Yeah, sick ward. So we'll be doing that, me and David. But one step closer. I need to, you know, like possibly get a heater core so we have some heat. It's going to be in February, but I don't think it's going to be cold. I mean, it's New Year's Eve and it's 75 here in Florida, so it's going to be a warm winter. But anyway, that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the update. See you next time.